Plaster is a very interesting material. You can have it in all kinds of viscosities and consistencies. You can have it as thin as milk. You could have it as thick as butter or cream, all kinds of consistency. I've used tons of plaster until now, and they all mixed in these little balls of rubber. And I don't use a retarder, so that means that there's hardening quite quick. So I have to work quick now and adding material where I need it. So that's the reason why basically when I'm starting it, I must know in advance what to do. And even so, I'm just adding plaster now. I'm already defining the basic lines, meaning I'm adding with this tool here the plaster, that I'm just defining one line here and trying to get already some right line in this profile line, and then I'm rounding that. The light is very important in sculpture as well, you know, because once you have too bright light, you can't see anything. You don't see the shape of the figure or of the thing you're sculpting. And for the model as well, you have to. I usually use a light from two angles. The photographers call it usually Zangenlicht. I don't know the English expression for that, which is generating defined forms from both sides without neglecting one side. And well, then I'm working with the light and with the model to getting towards the right. Pose of, or the right, or the best composition of the figure. It takes a while. It's not a one-shot. Usually, it's not a one-shot experience. I'm approaching it, and I have at the end I have 20 photographs, and I'm shortlisting it, and until I find the right one, where I have this expression, this moment which reflects the inner situation which I wanted to express with the figure. That's what I'm always searching. I want to express an inner perception, or an inner truth, or an inner constraint, or an inner something happening in the soul of the figure, which I want to express in the body language. That's kind of, it has some relations to acting, to movie, to photography, but it's because it's a static picture you're generating, a three-dimensional picture. You have to compress everything in one single figure, in one single expression, in one single. You have to. At a certain time you have to decide how the figure could be. There are always some possibilities, and you have to take some, all the time you have to take some decisions, and they guide you through. When you follow one direction, then the other one is a consequent move after that, and then one gets to the other. And sometimes the coincidence is happening as well, and the coincidence plays its role. So you're having a coincidental, accidental pose which wasn't intended to, and then see, oh, there's something in there. I work on that, and then maybe you'll find a combination of these, and then you're getting closer and closer to it. And then I'm shortlisting it, and at the end I have then a final composition, a final idea where I'm going to. Then it's a next step to bring that into three-dimensional shape. I wanted to show you the first drawing of Adam, which I did in 2012. At that time I just had the basic motif of the legs, of these opened male legs, and I didn't know what it was named. The motif comes actually from a very old, 2,300 years old antique sculpture. It's called the Barberini Faun. It's presently in Munich at the Glyptothek. It has been at the Vatican in two parts, in two pieces. It inspired Michelangelo to doing one of his slaves. It's in the Louvre, because at that time the figure was without the lower part. It was only completed then with by Bernini, who put it together in a figure which is seen today in the Glyptothek. And I took this motif of the lower part of the faun and made my version of it. And this composition is, if the motif is the same but completely different to the antique ancestor, it has two polarities, like all of my sculptures have polarities contained within their body expression. So it's crosswards. You have this hand and the arm and this foot which is holding back and trying to withdraw. And you have on the other hand this foot and the right shoulder that are supportive and trying to get up, to get away, to get up from the plinth. So this creation of mankind shows the situation in which, in my perception, mankind is itself constrained between getting off on his feet and holding back. So this is what I formulated with this sculpture. And on the other hand, I'm trying to bring as much as perception, perceiving and seeing and watching of natural form into the figure. I want to sculpt the surface with the highest degree on individual perception of natural bone structure, flesh, tension of skin and everything like that. You always tend, when you're doing a sculpture, getting formal in kind of imagination or imaginate things and create them out of your imagination, out of your memory. But these things seem, as soon as you do them, they seem artificial, they seem a little more abstract, and the liveliness of the creation of the sculpture goes away. And that's why I want to try to get up to 100% of perception of every square centimeter of the surface of the sculpture. And this is what I'm going to try and I want to achieve here. I'm on the way to it. In my perception, I have lots of work to do on it. And everywhere, when you look at it, you find some other spots where are still some summaries, some imaginated parts, and I want to remove all them and replace them by true perception, truly perceive the view of a body and a body structure.